Now this lesson is for the fraction. First term is smaller than fraction part of the second term. So when you have the 5.5 divided by subtract by 2 and 2/3, second fraction is bigger than first fraction. So in this case, you have to borrow 1 from the integer portion. That's why this mixed number subtraction become more complicated. So let me show you how to do that. So you write down 1.5 and 2 and 2/3 in vertical way and take away. And again, you do the fraction side first. Since you are subtracting two fractions with a different denominator, you have to follow 3 steps, right? 3 steps. Okay. Step 1, LCD of 2 and 3, which is 6. That's a step 1. And step 2, you have to find equivalent fraction of a half in terms of LCD. So you multiply by 3. So multiply by 3. So half is same as 3/6. And then second fraction, 2/3 in terms of 6. So 3 goes 6 twice. So multiply 4. So it becomes 4/6. So you cannot just take away 3/6 minus 4/6, then you will get a negative number. So what you do is you are borrowing 1, so make a 5 as a 4 plus 1. And when you borrow 1, 1 become LCD over LCD. So 6/6. So you're borrowing 1, which is borrowing 6/6. And then now here you can do 2 ways. You can add 6/6 with a 3/6 to get a total value, 9/6, and then you take away 4/6. That's one way. So 9/6 minus 4/6. So you end up with a 5/6. In integer portion, because you lend 1 to the other side, so now you only end up with 4 minus 2. So 4 minus 2 become 2. So your final answer become 2 and 5/6. Okay. So you get 2 and 5/6. So that's how you do a mixed number fraction with when you borrow something from the integer. Now let's look at another question. You want to have 12 and 2/3 minus 4 and 5/6. And you're subtracting it. So when you do that, you have to do the integers together and fractions together. So you do the fractions first. LCD of 3 and 6 is 6. And you have to change it to 1/3 in terms of 6, which is 4/6. And change it 5/6 in terms of 6, which is already 6. So you just write it. So this is 5/6. And this was a 4/6. You cannot take away 5/6 from 4/6 because 5/6 is bigger than 4/6. So you have to change 12 into 11 plus 1, and you're borrowing 1. But when you borrow 1, it always become LCD over LCD. In this case, 6 over 6 again. So you're borrowing 6 over 6. Since you're borrowing and total, you already have 4 or 6, so all together become 10, 6. So now you're taking 10 over 6 minus 5 over 6. So you end up with a 5, 6. So this becomes 5, 6. Now, since 12 become 11 because you're lending one to the fractional portion, now you're doing 11 minus 4, which is 7. So your final answer becomes 7 and 5, 6. So that's how you do that. Another example, you have 7 and 3/4 minus 2 and 5, 6. LCD of the 4 and 6 should be 12. So you're changing 3/4 in terms of 12 and 5, 6 in terms of 12. So since it's multiplied by 3, so if you multiply numerator by 3, then become 9/12. And since it's multiplied by 2 to become a 12, multiplied by 2, you get 10/12. So 9/12 minus 10/12, you cannot do that unless, otherwise you get a negative number. So you borrow 1. So 7 becomes 6 plus 1. So when you borrow 1, you become LCD over LCD. So it's a 12 over 12. So 12 over 12. So with the existing 9/12 with the 12 over 12, that's 21 over 12. So 21 over 12 minus, you're taking 10/12. So you end up with 11 over 12. So fractional portion is 11 over 12. Integer portion is remaining 6 minus 2. So end up with a 4. So all together become 4 and 11 out of 12. So that's the answer. So set the video on hold and try those 4 exercises on your own. After you get the answer, check your answer with the solution key, which is bottom of each section. Hold the video and do your work, please.